Hello everyone, and today we're going to be talking about Longshot statues. Hello everyone, welcome to the Watchtower, and today I'm going to be talking about characters that I think have a long shot of being made into statues. These are what I feel are underrated characters that I just don't see being made into a high-end collectible by either Sideshow, XM Studios, Prime One, Tweeterhead. I don't see anybody making these characters. They are long shots. These are not characters that are like so impossible to be made, like Ambush Bug or the Forager or someone like that. These are more familiar characters that have appeared in video games. Some have appeared in movies, animated shows, animated movies. They've appeared in some sort of format, so there is some sort of familiarity with these characters. But I just don't see anybody making these characters into statue form in a high-end collectible. This is kind of a companion video to a video I did last year, which was statues that I would like to see Sideshow Collectibles make. And if you want to watch that video, you can click right up here and watch that video. But we are going to dive into this, and this is not in any particular order. This is not ranked. These are just 10 characters, or not even 10 characters. These are 8 characters that I thought of off the top of my head that I thought, you know what, I don't see them making statues of these characters. And we're kind of going to, maybe why I don't think they'll be made, or maybe what I think would, how these characters look cool as statues. So we're just going to jump in right now. So the first character that I have that I think is an extremely underrated character that I don't think will be made into a statue is the Question. The Question, aka Vic Sage, is a great character. This is a character that I really, really like. I've liked this character for a while. I first became aware of him in Justice League Unlimited. He kind of reoccurred on that show. He ended up being Huntress's boyfriend and stuff, and just was like a conspiracy theorist and stuff. I just really liked his look. He's more of like a private investigator, like a Zen superhero. Believes that everything's connected and everything. More of a PI based character. And the reason I don't think that he will be made is I don't know how big of a following this character has. I think he's a super underrated character, but I don't know how big of a following like outside of like hardcore like DC Comics fans have with this character. I don't know if he has broad appeal. Like a Batman, a Superman, a Wonder Woman, that kind of stuff. And he's also I think his costume's great with the blue suit and the hat, and just being like faceless. I think that's a great look. But he has no powers you can display. It would be a very just like not underwhelming statue, but it'd be hard to show him like really doing anything. You could have him kind of like standing there with like smoke kind of coming up around and everything, maybe making question marks. But I don't know how you could really like do him in a statue form. So I don't see him as being one that people would make as a statue. Next is Lady Shiva. Lady Shiva is a great character. She's considered one of the best martial artists in the DC universe. She's beaten Batman before. She's beaten a lot of characters in hand-to-hand fighting. She's an acolyte of the League of Shadows, or the League of Assassins. She's worked with Ra's al Ghul, with Damian Wayne. She's appeared in animated stuff. She's appeared in stuff outside of the comic books and everything. So this is just I think she's a really great character. I think she would be an awesome female statue. The reason I don't think they would make her is, again, recognition. I don't think that unless you're a hardcore DC Comics fan, you would recognize this character. I think she looks awesome. I think she would be great as a statue, but I think maybe that's the reason why. My third one that is an underrated character that I don't see there's a long shot to be made as a statue is Etrigan the Demon. This is again a character I think is super underrated. Been around for a really, really long time. Just has a really great story where like Jason Blood was a knight, like in way back when in medieval times, bonded with with a demon. So so there's a demon like living inside him that he uses whatever Etrigan the demon rhymes. I think this would be a really, really cool statue to do. You could have him like hellfire coming out of his mouth and everything, and just be just big and menacing. Such a great character to do. And this is one I really don't understand why they don't do, because I think this would be one that would sell. Just for the fact that a sideshow made, I think that you would just have people buy it because how cool it looks. You just have this demon just spewing as one of his heads hellfire or something, holding maybe a sword. I think that would sell I think even non comic book related people would get this character just because it looks cool. And you could have it a horror line or whatever. I think this would be one that would sell. So I don't know why it's not something they would make. And if you did had a Swamp Thing and you put him with Swamp Thing and different characters, Zatanna, you could have this kind of Justice League Dark thing going. I think it would work really, really well. Okay, my next underrated character that I don't see that anybody making as a statue is the greatest hero you've never heard of, Booster Gold. And the title says it right there. The greatest hero you've never heard of is why they probably won't make a statue of him. But I think Booster Gold is a great character. He's got a great color scheme. He would really pop as a statue. His powers and everything. You could have Skeets with him, maybe as an exclusive or something. You could have Skeets somewhere around with him. I think that would look really cool. Yeah. I mean, I'd love him with a Blue Beetle piece, them together. But that's another one that's what's the chances of a Blue Beetle piece happening? But Booster Gold will be a great character, and reason why I don't think he would be made is, just like I said, he's the greatest hero you've never heard of. But a super underrated character that I think would look great as a statue. Next, underrated character that I don't think will be ever made into a statue is Connor Kent. I just don't see Connor Kent being made into a statue by one of these high-end companies. You have tons of Superman, you have Supergirl, you've had people do Jonathan Kent now. Connor Kent is a character that I think just kind of flies under the radar. And if you have a Superman, you have a Supergirl, why would you want to do Connor Kent? He's in a black t-shirt with jeans, what's cool about that? But Connor Kent is a great, great character that I feel they should make. Just such a great character, but I don't think it'll happen. Next is a character that I think has one of the best looks in comics. Just an absolutely awesome look. But he's super underrated. But he's been around for 70 years. This character's been around for forever. And that is Dr. Fate. Dr. Fate is an awesome looking character with Kent Nelson with the Helm of Naboo. That's N-A-B-U, not Naboo like the planet from Star Wars, which is N-A-B-O-O. So, a little bit different. But, everybody steals from everybody. Naboo, yeah. But anyway, just the look of him with the shiny gold with the helmet and that, and he has making his symbol or whatever with the cape would look so cool. This would be such a great statue. And just... This is a character who's been around forever. That would look great. He's a super underrated character. You could put him with so many different stuff. Again, if you were going to do magic-based characters like Etrigan the Demon and stuff, Constantine, Zatanna, Swamp Thing, you could put him with those. You can have him as a standalone piece. He's so awesome. He really is a character that deserves a statue. I think just for cool factor and just looking really good, I think this is a character that would sell because he looks so cool. I think he would sell. Even if there's not a lot of familiarity with that character, because some people just buy stuff based on cool factor, and I think that this is one that would sell. Another character that is super underrated that I don't think anybody will make a statue of is, and this one might actually, of all the characters I've listed, this one might have the biggest chance of being made, but I still see it as a long shot, is the Flash's greatest enemy, Captain Cold, leader of the Rogues, Leonard Snart. And why do I feel like Captain Cold won't be made? I think this is a great character, an extremely underrated character, even though he is the leader of the Rogues and he's been around for a really, really long time. And he's appeared in like the Flash TV show and video games and animated stuff. He's been in a bunch of different stuff. Captain Cold has a bunch of different stuff. I feel like there is some name recognition with Captain Cold. But I don't feel like he'll be made because when people think of the Flash, they think of, oh, they want another speedster to pair with them. They want the Reverse Flash. That's who they want. So I think the Reverse Flash has a better chance of being made than another Flash Rogue like Captain Cold. I don't see it happening as much as I see like someone. Oh well, if we want to do someone to compete with the Flash and kind of do matching pose or whatever, let's do a Reverse Flash. We can kind of have them in mirror poses or whatever, fighting each other. Captain Cold is a character that it's hard to make a statue that will look like it will compete with. That he can compete with the Flash because at the end of the day, he is a dude with a cold gun. But the brilliance of Captain Cold and the Rogues is that they work together to take down the Flash. They work together. So, I characterize the Longshot again as Captain Cold. I don't see that being made, but I would love if it did get made. My last character that I think is underrated in a Longshot for being made. And this is one I really wanted to look through Batman's Rogues Gallery, Batman's supporting characters, and try to think of a character who I thought related to Batman had no chance of being made. And I thought of like Commissioner Gordon, but I think there's actually you can make a Commissioner Gordon before you make this character I'm going to list, or Ra's al Ghul, or Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is another one that's a really long shot, but I think he's just like a little too just like obscure to make. This is a character who's been around forever and has appeared in a lot of different stuff. He's been in video games, he's been in TV shows, he's been in animated stuff, he's been in a bunch of different stuff, and that's the Mad Hatter. I don't see a comic book based version of the Mad Hatter. I don't see anybody making a statue of that character. Just because as great as that character is, he's very weird. He's very out there, which isn't you can do other Batman characters and stuff. I don't feel like Mad Hatter comes across as creepy. You can do other Batman characters and have them creepy or menacing, like the Scarecrow statue, like the Joker statue, like Mr. Freeze looks intimidating, Bane, all the other ones they've done. The Batman Who Laughs one that's coming out looks really, really intimidating. But Mad Hatter does not come across as intimidating. He's short. He wears a giant top hat, and he looks like the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland. His biggest thing is that he controls people's minds with his hats and everything, and putting a hat on them or whatever that controls them. So he's not a character that just like you just see him and you can make him look scary. He's sitting there drinking his tea or whatever. There's not a way to like make. I don't feel like there's a way to make him in statue form come across. The biggest scare about the Mad Hatter is like what he can do like mentally and can control you. But you can't make him come across as being creepy. So that's why of all the Batman characters and stuff, I think that he has a really, really hard chance of being made. He's just right below that threshold, I feel, of Batman characters that will be made, or characters in general that will be made that will work. He's just right below that. He's not a top tier list of Batman villains. He's just right below the surface. So that's why I think he misses the cutoff, and he will not get made as a statue by one of these high-end companies. But anyway, guys, that's been my list. That's 8 characters that I think are a long shot to be made. Some of them I think are all of them I think all of them they could make that would work. I think if you come up with a great thing, you work. But I can see why from a business standpoint you wouldn't want to make them, because they are a bit of a risk. It would be hard to know if these characters would be a hit like a Batman or a Joker or Wonder Woman or Superman or Green Lantern or Flash or whoever. I mean, you know, how long is it taking us to get a Robin from Sideshow? And, you know, some of these other ones. You know, maybe some of these characters have a better chance of being made by XM Studios than Sideshow or whatever, because XM Studios seems more willing to take risks with statues and stuff and characters. But I see all these characters as really, really long shots. But let me know, guys, in the comments what you think. Do you agree that all these characters are long shots? They probably won't get made statues of. Who are some characters that you would add that you think are a long shot to get made as statues or whatever that you would like to see? These are all characters that I would love to see, but like I said, long shot, don't see it happening. But thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time I log in for monitor duty up here in the Watchtower.